Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to get through the Outbreak Perfected normal mode mission. In order to start this mission, you're going to have completed the Fallen Transponder and have found the 6 nodes that you need. I've already made a video showing where those 6 locations are. I will link it down in the description. But anyway, let's get started. So the first 3 rooms that you'll encounter are just rooms with a bunch of ads. The only thing you need to do in these 3 rooms is clear every single ad that you encounter. It's pretty straightforward. In terms of weapon loadout, you might want to have one person have on Arbalest, since Arbalest will do a lot of damage to any type of elemental shield, which is helpful because the shanks in these 3 rooms each have a different elemental shield as you move forward. Risk Runner is also a very good choice, since all of the ads for the most part will deal arc damage to you. Another weapon that you might want to have someone equip is Whisper of the Worm, specifically for the Fallen Walker tank that's located in the final room. The Whisper of the Worm will just completely destroy that walker in about 2 seconds. But that's the general idea of these 3 rooms. Just keep moving forward, take your time, kill all the ads, and then move forward. Once you've defeated the fallen walker, continue up the stairs behind the walker and continue pushing forward and killing all of the ads that you find along the way. Eventually, you'll end up back in the room where you started the original Destiny 2 campaign, and once you get there, it turns into a jumping puzzle, which I will discuss in a little bit. Once you make it back into the room where you started the D2 campaign, go underneath this door and fall down the elevator shaft, and then continue on underneath through the vents. When you get to the next room, you're going to be looking for a transport ship on your left side. There will be another vent underneath the ship that you want to go into. Follow the path forward until you get to a room where it branches off into 2 different vent systems, and then follow the one on your left. When you get into this vent, take the first right and drop straight down and go behind you into the vent below. Keep going until you reach the outside wall of the city. Once outside, you can either follow the jumping puzzle over to your left, or if you have a Titan or a Hunter with Stompies, you can immediately just fall straight down and onto the platform below you. And once you do that, there's actually a lever that you can hit that will help your teammates by extending a platform for them to jump onto. I didn't make it the first time there, but that's the platform that you'll be aiming for right there. Once on the platform, follow the path up the stairs and keep jumping up until you reach a dead end. There should be a vent system right above you that you want to jump into. Once in this room, keep jumping up the jumping puzzle. You only have to jump up about 3 or 4 times until you'll find the next vent system that you have to jump into, but just keep jumping up until you find that vent. This next room has a bunch of fans that you need to avoid as you jump down. In order to avoid the fans, you want to hug the wall where you see the red lights, and keep hugging the wall as you fall down. Land on this pipe and then jump to the center platform of the next fan. You can actually land on the center part of the fan without hurting yourself. But just keep looking for the next area of the wall with the red light and hug that wall as you jump down, and then you should be able to avoid the fans and make it to the next area. This room is just a massive jumping puzzle where you have to jump side to side to get to the final area on the end there. Once you make it to the end, there's actually a lever that you can hit. As you can see, I have platforms extended for me because I'm a little bit behind right now, but that will extend platforms for the people behind you so that they have an easier time doing this part. Once you get to this room, you'll see that there's a map of the area in front of you with 4 red lights. These are switches in that room that you need to actually flip in order to open the final door on the north end of the map that you can see. This is where Trevor is located. In order to avoid Trevor, there's actually a few different things you can do. There's little vents on the sides that you can actually crawl into so that Trevor just runs right past you and avoids you. There's also an area right in the middle where you can actually jump onto a pipe and avoid Trevor that way as well. If you get hit by Trevor, you'll end up spawning back into the map room. Don't worry, just keep moving forward and trying to get into a vent or jump into the middle in order to avoid Trevor, and just make your way to the exit on the north end of the map once all 4 switches are activated. Once in this room, you'll find elevators on both the left and right side. You want to jump onto one and activate them and ride your way up. Do be aware the elevators will not go all the way up to the bridge that you need to get to, and they will literally fall down and kill you if you take too long to jump onto that bridge. So once you get close enough to the bridge at the top, simply jump off the elevator and onto the bridge above you. There's also a way that my teammate found where you can actually just jump up the wall instead of taking the elevators, so either way will work. Once on the bridge, you want to open the vent and slide down. You want to slow your momentum before you hit the ground because otherwise you'll see what happens when you don't do that. You end up face planting into the wall. So make sure you slow your momentum before you get to the bottom. Once at the bottom, go into the room on your left and enter this vent right here. Keep following the vent until you get into the vault. Once in the vault room, you're going to be looking for a cryptarch symbol on the wall. Simply walk up to this cryptarch symbol and that'll open up a secret passage for you. Simply follow the path all the way through this room until you get to the upper right hand corner of the map and then drop down the hole that you see there. Once you get into the final boss room, your main priority will be to take down the fallen captain in the middle of the room. But do be aware that this room is like the first 3 rooms. You're going to have to clear every single ad in the room in order to get the timer to stop and complete the mission. But the fallen captain is your priority target. There are also 2 big servitors in the room surrounded by fallen shanks. You're going to want to take those servitors out as soon as possible because they will be immune shielding the shanks. There's going to be one in the front and one in the back. About halfway through the fight, there's going to be 2 fallen walker tanks that spawn in, one on the left-hand side of the room and one on the right-hand side of the room. You also are going to have to take those down, but you can do it in either order you want. You can either kill the fallen captain first and then focus on the tanks, or focus on the tanks first and then take down the fallen captain. There are also 2 fallen turrets, one on the left and one on the right. You do not need to take the turrets down in order to complete the mission. I would advise just ignoring them and not trying to take them down. As you can see, they have quite a bit of health and you're just wasting ammo by shooting at them. So just try to avoid them if you can. There's only 2 of them, so it's not that big a deal. For weapon loadout, again, Whisper of the Worm would be very good here, especially for the fallen walker tanks. They'll just shred through them in 2 seconds. Another good weapon, again, is Risk Runner, as there will be shanks that spawn in on the left and right-hand side of the map. They have arc shields and do arc damage, so especially useful for that. Another weapon that we found that was very useful was actually the Mountaintop, especially for boss DPS against that fallen captain. So Mountaintop is a very good option as well. Once the fallen captain is dead and you have cleared all the ads from the room with the exception of the 2 turrets that you don't need to kill, you should see that the timer completely stops. Once you see that the timer stops, simply kill any remaining ads and you should be rewarded with the Outbreak Perfected at the end. Anyway guys, that is it for this video. I will be having another video about how to do the Outbreak Perfected on Heroic difficulty, as the path is a little bit different. I will have that video for you soon. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.
Get it?
We're waiting. Kill that turret.
Oh, turret.
Fuck.
I'm in the mission now. I just have no idea.
There we
Yeah!
go!
Let's
Let's
go!
get it! Pog tail!